Hello there, a warm welcome to you from SCD University. I'm Salim Javed from the Faculty of Mass Communication and Media Technology at SCD University. This video is about film publicity and advertising. So let's get started. We will try to understand the term film publicity in terms of what we already know. In this video, you will understand the term P&A, the term that I quite often use in my classes and always emphasize to have a decent P&A budget for the film. As many of you have been attending my classes on a regular basis, so you know that when I say P&A, I am talking about publicity and advertising. So if it is P&A, then these are two terms which must be different. I will be explaining these two terms in a way that not only the film student understand, but it is also understood by journalism student. So when I mention the word company, for film students it is the film company, and for journalism student it is the product's parent's company. So let's start with the advertising. When a company tells you about their product and services, and especially its qualities only, by using different mass communication mediums with intent to persuade its viewers, readers or listener, it is called advertising. Advertising is marketing, where you are trying to divert the choice pattern of customers and influencing their preferences by bombarding information about your product. You know, there is a tendency of overemphasizing your own product and providing and proving that it is superior. Sometimes you are diminishing the value of other products in the same category also. Students often get confused between advertising and publicity. They use these two terms interchangeably, but there is obviously a difference. In comparison to advertising, publicity is like a reality check, because it is neither dictated by the parent company nor sponsored by its representatives. One of the major differences between advertising and publicity is that of budget. When we plan to make an advertisement for a product, there is always a budget slab within which the advertisement is made and delivered. The budget of the advertisement depends on the need of the advertiser, who in a specific phase may increase or decrease the advertisement budget. Here, specific phase may denote the season. On the contrary to advertising, publicity is free of cost. Let's try to understand the difference between the two. As far as the meaning of the advertisement is concerned, it is the commercial activity of making the images with text, radio jingles or audiovisual products for the reader, onlooker, listeners or the audiences, whereas the publicity may have all these things or ways with a purpose to inform the readers, onlookers, listeners or audiences. In both advertisement and publicity, it is about a product, individual or the company. The difference between the two is that in advertising, the company which owns the products come forward and advertise about it. So it is the parent company which is promoting their own product. Whereas as far as the publicity is concerned, when the same product is advertised by the others who are not connected to the company, when they say something about the product, it qualifies as the publicity. As far as the budget is concerned, advertisement is a paid system. Here, from idea generation to the final product and its delivery, each and every step involves money, as there is no allegiance element involved in the publicity activity. Therefore, the cost of the publicity is not at all a concern. As I have said, that the advertisement is sanctioned by the parent company, so there is an element of control by the parent company, whereas the publicity is done by the third party. So there is no question of control on the product. When it comes to advertising, whosoever is involved in the process, be that the parent company or the company which has been hired to make the production of the advertisement or other similar companies, all of them are bound by the company's ethics and thus are forced to only show or tell good things about the product. It does not matter what the product is made of or whether it is good for health or not. As long as you are contracted by the company, you are bound to say only good things about the product. On the contrary, publicity can be positive or negative simultaneously. The publicity activity, is dependent on the third party. This third party passes its judgment on the basis of its experience and not at all influenced by the company. Advertisement is less credible as compared to the publicity because it does not focuses on the desired outcome as it is expected by the company of the product, but there are no target groups in the publicity. It is the visibility and the public which are the main constituent of the publicity and not the target audience. Well, someone can ask why publicity is not about the target audience. Well, it is a valid question and which needs to be answered, and the answer to this question is that the publicity does not focus on the element of repetition. Yes, publicity does not focus on the element of repetition, whereas the lifeline of the advertisement is repetition only. The size of the company does not matter when it comes to advertisement. A small company which is in nascent stage may spend a big buck to make its presence felt in the market. On the other hand, a big company which is properly established in the market may decide to spend less in a particular season. It also depends on the position and requirement of the company in this particular context. There are times when filmmakers know that their film will not be doing great in the market, still they spend a lot of money in advertising the film. It is all part of the calculation. It is to raise the curiosity among the audience, and if 1 week goes with the average occupancy rate in maximum theatre, the chances of recovering the total cost of the production is higher as compared to a situation where you are not spending a decent amount of money in your P&A activity. So, if advertisement is expensive and after a point of time does not prove to be successful, then what is the alternative? Well, the answer is publicity. The word publicity is a combination of public and visibility. It is the word of mouth about the film which works. It can be about a hot topic for the day, or it could be about a person, event, service, and so on. So it's basically about the word of mouth. Publicity can be anything. It can be written, it can be spoken, it can be shown also. You must have come across a term which is called publicity stunt many a time recently. Whatever I have told you about the characteristics of publicity, just add the element of money in it and you will have the perfect recipe of publicity stunt ready for you. So in this video, we have tried to understand Indian film publicity and advertising in a very mixed manner. In the next lecture, we'll be learning about some other interesting topics related to film marketing, distribution, and exhibition about the Indian film industry. Till then, keep learning, keep growing. See you next time.